What's going on, Blues? Welcome back to life as an Evertonian. Everton absolutely depleted and defeated tonight in the first opening Premier League series in the USA against Bournemouth. Everton nil, Bournemouth 3. The first half was very good. In fact, probably the first 50 minutes, we were decent in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Um, but that first half, I'm not going to say I was buzzing, but I was happy the way, even with the change of system, the depleted uh, back line, obviously we had to revert to a back three. Um, it looked like the system was working. A lot of interchanging with Dwight McNeil and Lilman and Jai. Um, First touch, low sense of gravity from Njai on the turn. Everton feeding Beto from deep areas, and he was holding the ball up really well and bringing players into play. Timmy Aburum looked really steady and good on the ball. Um, but literally a game of two halves, we absolutely just fell apart in the second half. Um, Philip Billings' strike. Um, but before that strike, there was a period of time, about 3 or 4 minutes, where we kept losing the ball. And obviously Billings scores a wonder strike. And then the second one, literally Nathan Patterson doesn't know how to defend. Um, he's decent as a fullback going forward, but he really doesn't know how to defend. Get rid of the ball. Do you know what I mean? It's come on that right foot, get it out. He's tried to push it to go around him or come across him, and he's been out muscled, out strength, and he's hit a top binner off the post and gone in. Just get shut, get rid. And then obviously for the third, Jake O'Brien's had an absolute howler. He's not seen him on the blind side. It's a poor pass back to Pickford, and it's three. It's game over. Um, so just the contrast in the way where Everton was set up in that first half, they just fell apart in the second. We needed a goal. Beto was close at getting one. Like I said, he played well. Timmy Raburin played well. Um, the Lumen and Jai, I love him. Really, really good on the turn. Playing in multiple pockets, picking it up. Almost like had a free roll in a lot of ways, the way the system was. But that system needs three good, solid centre halves. It needs Branthwaite, it needs Tarkowski, but obviously it had to revert to that because of the depleted numbers. Um, and Everton need to boost this squad. I can't believe there's no one from the under 23s who can come in and do a job at centre half. I can't fathom it. It baffles me. Um, Jimmy Gardner, first half, decent down that right hand side. Alcaraz, decent. Um, I think Barry looked like he's got something about him. He tried to hurry down the goalkeeper and he tried to come into play. And I saw a lot of eye movements from him, telling him, a lot of maturity in telling players where they need to be. And he looks like he wants the ball. He comes offering for the ball and then tries to play between the lines as well. And he looks like a strong lad. So um, early signs there, but Everton fell apart in that second half, and it was an embarrassing one, especially how well we started in the first half. So we need players back. We need players in. It's evident to see. David Moyes today has said, I want 9 to 10 players. We've got 4 or 5 weeks to get it done. Linked heavily today with two, a left back and a winger. So So, Blues, let me know your thoughts. Um, are your thoughts similar to mine? Because I did see the first half as a positive. 50 minutes was a positive. Definitely our best 50 minutes in pre-season, but probably one of the worst in the second half. But is that because of the numbers that we don't have and the injuries that we've sustained in that back line? There's no Seamus. There's no Jared. He's still over here. He's back at home. Yeah, there's no Tarkowski. Um, do we need to dip in the market for another up and coming centre half? Because let's be honest, Michael Keane, he's aging. Tarkowski ain't no spring chicken. Obviously, Jake O'Brien and Jared Branthwaite, they're young. Um, but should Everton be looking in that area just to thicken it up and bolster the centre half positions? Because, we can't afford to have injuries like this. And injuries do happen. It's pre-season. Um, but the system in the first half worked. So I'm just trying to see that as a positive. Um, we just fell apart in that second half and give away some silly goals. Blues, let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click that bell to turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Up the toffees.